Hey, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can rehab your knees and your shoulders to get them back to full strength or even better than what they were. Hi, my name is Thomas Neven. As an athlete, you always have different injuries. I know in my athletic journey, I've had many different injuries, from my ankles to my legs, to my knuckle, to my wrist and my shoulder, my collarbone, my scapula. Like, I've broken so many different bones. In motocross, for anybody that knows about motocross, is a dangerous sport. And a lot of you out there are in other dangerous sports and you're getting injured. So my brother actually told me to make this video. So thanks, Phil, for telling me to make this video. Because I've dealt with a lot of different injuries. I've been to a lot of different physiotherapists and I've learned a lot about it, and I'd love to just share that with you guys in this video. So the first thing that you want to do before you start any form of stretching exercise or anything like that is you need to warm up. Warming up is the most important thing. And if you're not warming up before you work out, you should be doing that as well. For at least 3 to 5 minutes, you should be warming up and stretching before workouts, okay? I don't typically do what I do is I do 3 minutes on like an elliptical machine, sprinting, running, whatever it is, to warm up my body to get the blood flowing. Maybe it's skipping, right? And then once I get the blood flowing, I start to break a little sweat. Then I'll go into my stretching, and that stretching will be anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes, 10 minutes. You don't have to go too much, but just stretching out the areas that you're going to be working. So let's just say, for example, we're going to be jumping on the elliptical machine and we're going to warm up for 3 minutes before we start our rehab on our knee and our shoulder. So we want to get our whole body warm before we do that. The second thing you're going to want to do is you're going to need to get a resistance band. Now, I like to use resistance band over weight because free weights can be damaging, whereas a resistance band, there's always that resistance and it rebuilds the muscle tissue and the damaged area a lot better, especially for your knees and your shoulder. It's going to help you rebuild it better. Then what you're going to want to do with the resistance band is you're going to want to tie it around a post, hook it around your leg, and you're going to want to start doing front kicks, side kick, inside, and then backwards. And you're going to want to do this. You want to do more reps than you want to do weight. So get a really light resistance band and just keep doing that movement over and over. I would say a minimum of 50 to 100 times, okay? So you do 50 and then you switch to another side 50, and then you switch to the outside 50, and then you switch backwards 50, and then you do that again. And maybe you do that like 3 sets of that, okay? Another exercise that I really like is you hold the band while you're laying on your back and you push out with your leg. Okay, so you're literally putting the band on maybe like the middle of your foot, and you're pushing out and you're strengthening that part of your knee as well, okay, getting that motion back. The next thing that you can do is you can get an exercise ball, and you can lay on your back just like you're seeing in the video, and you can put your foot up on the ball, and you can start with 2 feet if you need to, just to not put too much pressure on your leg. But you can do that as well, where you go backwards and then you can flip to your side, and you can also strengthen the outside of your knee. You can flip to the inside of your knee, and then you can also flip to your stomach and then do those from your stomach, basically like in a push-up position, if that feels comfortable to you. Now, I would not recommend going to this movement until you feel strong with doing it with the resistance band, okay? You don't want to keep damaging the area. You want to rebuild it properly, so you need to slowly go into it. And then the next thing you would do is you would go into squats. So you maybe get like a bar on your back, maybe start even with free squats with no weight, and just do really light weight, but do lots of reps so you can keep that movement and you start to rebuild that tissue in your knee so that it gets back to stronger. The next thing I would highly recommend is getting supplements. I love the supplement MSM. It works really well for me. You can get it at an animal store. I was told by my trainers to get it at an animal store because it's more pure, and it's just worked for me better. It's get it in the powder form. It's for horses. You can get it with the serving size for horses, so it's really strong and it's really effective, but I would definitely suggest that. Also getting like calcium pills, vitamin B, B12. You can also get magnesium. You can also get like all the different things that you need, and orange juice is another really good thing. Orange juice that is natural orange juice, obviously, and eating oranges and bananas, also a really good thing to eat when you're doing recovery. Diet is a big deal, especially when you're recovering your muscles and you're recovering your bones and tendons and all this stuff. It's really important to eat the right foods in order to do that. So having a healthy diet, a really good diet, especially as an athlete, you need to have a good diet. And then something else I like doing is flossing. And flossing is where you put your fingers behind your knee and you just rub the back of your leg, and you just I like to lay on my back when I do it, and I just like floss the inside of my knee. This has helped me a lot. I've had days where I wake up, my knees are extremely sore, and I do this and it just completely goes away. And you can use a massage gun, or you can use a tool to do this. A lot of people use rollers or something like this. I think just using your fingers and just digging them back there, being gentle, not too rough on it, but just feeling it out, and then you can really feel those different tendons in there, and you just rub them, and it works really well. So I would suggest doing that as well to yourself. Works really good. And then the last thing I would highly suggest doing is hot and colds. Now, hot and colds are a little different to do for your knee, obviously, because your knee is, it's hard to just put ice around it and stuff like that and then put a hot pad. So what I would suggest doing is taking a really cold bath for 10 minutes. Don't go more than 10 minutes. Sit in the bath for 10 minutes in cold water, and then get like a hot bath set up, and then jump in the hot bath as well right after, or just take a hot shower. I don't know, maybe you have 2 tubs in your house, maybe you don't, I don't know. But if you don't have 2 tubs, then I would just suggest maybe you have, if you have access to a pool, maybe this is what I did. You have a hot tub at the pool, and then you got a cold pool. It doesn't have to be freezing cold, it just has to be cold enough to work, right? It has to be cold enough to be cold, so it's gonna relax you, and it's going to create that blood flow to that area. And then when you go to the hot, it's going to relax the muscles, and then it's going to open it back up so that when you go back in the cold, and I would suggest doing that maybe 3 times. So 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, okay? So that's kind of like what you want to do. That's about 60 minutes. And that's what you want to do to recover your muscles, okay? This is going to significantly help your knee injuries. It's going to help you rebuild it, and it's going to help it become stronger in the future. You can also do some other exercises, which I would not suggest doing right away, but some other exercises that you can do is maybe like one-legged jumps. And basically how they look is, in the video you're going to see how it looks, but basically you're jumping on one leg just lightly and twisting and turning your leg. You can also do side jumps and then inside, and you want to build that strength. So you're jumping from side to side, from leg to leg, and you want to really just build that strength and that confidence back in your knee, so that the joint is strong, the ligaments are strong, the muscles are strong, everything is strong around that, so that it's protected and it's strong again, okay? So hopefully this video is good. If you like this video, please like it, leave a comment below, let me know what injuries you're dealing with. Maybe I can make a video for that. I know I was going to talk about a little bit about your shoulder, but we didn't have enough time in this video, so I'll talk about that maybe in a future video, because shoulder injuries and knee injuries are some of the worst ones that athletes deal with. And then obviously lower back injuries, also a really bad one, which I've dealt with in my career as well, and I can share how I've been able to overcome those things and be able to continue to be an athlete and be performing at an elite level. So I hope you guys liked this video. Like I said, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Oh yes, wait, I almost forgot. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch the video of me taping my knee, how to tape your knees properly. This was when I was running literally a marathon. I woke up one Saturday morning and I was like, I'm just gonna run a marathon, and I knew that I was gonna have to tape my knees because I did not want to damage my knees, right? So go watch that video. It should be somewhere right here, and just go click on that so you can see how to tape your knees properly if you're experiencing a lot of pain in your knees or anything like that. It's gonna give you more blood flow, it's gonna help you recover faster, and it's gonna be better. So go watch that video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.